look at the Magic starting group. Down low, it's Banchero and Carter. The guard pair form will be Suggs and Bane. And it's De Silva in at the small forward. And for Dallas, big men on the floor for him. It'll be Washington and Gafford. Flag is out there with Max Christie. And it's Marshall in at the 3 spot. And a big game here for both teams, Clark, as they jockey for playoff position.
Well, we know playoff seeding can make a huge difference in how you advance or not in the playoffs. And being in a position to secure home court is certainly something you'd like to have. So I wouldn't be surprised to see these teams treat this just like a playoff game.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
Now, here's Bane. Nailed from three-point land.
And you have to stay connected to Bane. He's too good off the catch.
Pass to Marshall. Flag with it. For the screen on Suggs. And that one's good. Flag. Flag's got 5.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now, here's Bane. In the game against Sacramento, very impressive. Now Marshall. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Suggs. 8 points his last outing. Bane looking around. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And he just lights it up from downtown. Bane, so dangerous from out there.
Here's Flag. He's got 5. Gafford passes to Washington. Here's Flag. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Banchero outside. Pass to De Silva. Payne for 3. And it's Flag with the rebound. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Gafford misses.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now, here's Suggs. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. The Mavericks leading. We often see Paolo Banchero with the ball late in the shot clock, and he usually delivers.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you shut off his dribble drive and then you seal off the retreat. And because he's so strong and good with the ball, he can bump you and get into the spot he wants to. He's got great power, and he's really a good finisher around the goal, too.
Here's Banchero. The Mavericks making the shot. And a wide-open look for Bane. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Bane's got 9.
Getting to his spots. He's making some good reads and really benefiting his team.
Pass to Christie. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Over to the left wing. Just 5 to shoot. With the shot. Rebound by the Magic.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Here's Banchero. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And great work inside. This is where Banchero feasts.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Jason Kidd and I were able to chat. The talented Paolo Banchero came up early in the conversation, and he told me Paolo is basically a 6'10" point forward. That presents matchup issues. We'll have to put our best wing defender on him, and even he will need some help. Banchero has incredible skills for his size. That is what makes him so good. Guys?
Allie, thank you so much. Bane with the bucket.
Over the course of the game, he's been very accurate, doing some great stuff.
Pass to Christie. Carter against Gafford. Now Flag. Here's Christie. Fires the three. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. Now here's Suggs. Still yet to score. From the arc. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
You know, it's not his greatest strength. He's got a lot of different things that he's good at, but Suggs will hit the three if you give it to him.
Christie with it. 9-point game his last outing. Now Flag. Back to Christie. Pass to Marshall. And a miss there on the triple. So for Dallas, their last game, a loss to the Nuggets in Ball Arena. Suggs finds Banchero. Back to Suggs. Carter outside. There's the triple. Rebound by Marshall. Mavericks trail by 5. Washington sets the pick for Marshall. And then Washington with the dunk.
Boy, nice job that time by P.J. Washington to knock down the shot after setting the screen.
Orlando, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Banchero against Washington. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
Washington with a screen on Suggs. Here's Flag. Pass to Washington. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
Now, here's Bain. 12 points for him. Back to Suggs. Shot from the wing. It's rebounded by Dallas.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Back to Washington. Pass to Gafford. Here's Flag. Last game, 26 points. De Silva with the rebound.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
2 points. That one goes. Banchero's got 6. And here's Marshall to bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. It's a 5-point game. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Magic.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
Free throw good. Flag. So a new group on the floor for Orlando. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And this Magic team grade hangs its hat on size, on switchability, and toughness.
Yeah, they contest everything and play with real discipline. For a young group, that is uncommon, and it's a big reason they've taken the lead.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Orlando leading by 3. And here's Carter. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Uncovered. The Mavericks pull it in.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Now, here's Richardson. To the middle. Wagner kicks to Carter. Magic moving the ball around. 4 on the clock. Off target from three-point range. Dallas has gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Gafford. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
That's really an outstanding assist, creating a great opportunity inside. You can see the chemistry between those guys.
Javon Carter, first personal, second team foul. At the line for Dallas.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Orlando, they've gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. Carter sets the pick for Richardson, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some of the stats for Paolo Banchero.
And something has really clicked for him at the free throw line. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. A switch flips, and all of a sudden, you're locked in.
Flag with it. Richardson covering. Flag with it. 12 points for him. Here's Middleton, and he converts the layup. Now it's a 4-point Maverick lead.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now here is Carter, still without a basket. Another miss by Orlando. Dallas leading by 4.
2 minutes remaining in the
Middleton finds Nembhard. Now flag. Gafford sets the pick for flag. Carter comes in with the double team. Pass to flag. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
1:36 left in the first quarter. Trying to get something going, and it's good on the way in.
Wagner grinding down low. Big man putting in the work.
Dallas has gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. To the wing on the left. Here's flag. Richardson covering. Out left to the wing. Pass to Nembhard. Launches a 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. And the Mavericks lead by 5.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Richardson. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now, here's Marshall. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Nuggets in Denver. Now, Batadze. 26 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Carter, the pass to Batadze. And here's Wagner. Batadze, a screen on Nembhard. Carter with the 3. Good on the 3-point shot.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Moves back up. And it's Gafford laying it in. Gafford's got 7 points in the game.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And so it's Cooper Flag making things happen for the Dallas Mavericks. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Dallas.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
You know, another thing they've done really well, I think, is get quality shots from behind the three-point line and knock them down, too.
We've got Williams. Chris Middleton is out there with Marvin Bagley. And there's Klay Thompson. And it's Nembhard in at the 1 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Nembhard with it, defended by Carter. Nembhard, the pass to Bagley. And another basket for Dallas.
Yeah, the rhythm, the timing, an encouraging sign seeing Bagley knock it down there off the catch.
Patazzi, a screen on Thompson. It's stolen by Bagley. Three-pointer. Thompson misses. The Magic trail by 4. Hunter on the wing. A 3. Here's Patazzi, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey guys, the Magic are building something. Paolo Banchero said, quote, "It's been a long time coming. The fans have been waiting for the Magic to be good and to be challengers, even contenders. There is a lot of excitement in the city right now. We're just building and feeding off of that." Kevin, back to you.
They've got their fans fired up. Okay, thank you, Allie. Now, Wagner, after the missed 3 from Klay Thompson. Wagner, and it's all evened up. Wagner's got his second bucket tonight.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's Nembhard. High post Bagley. With the teardrop, and that's 2 points on the layup. Bagley's got 4 points this quarter.
And I love whenever Bagley goes to that floater, showing he has a little jump in his game.
Carter looking around. Pass to Banchero. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Mavericks. Nembhard, the pass to Williams. Thompson outside. Over Banchero. And he can't bank that one in. Orlando's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Patazzi the pass to Banchero. Carter outside. Wagner, a screen on Nembhard. A nice shot by Carter. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And GA, a lot of the best defensive teams in the league have some stout zone looks they can go to. Where do those in a game come in handy?
I mean, often it's a way of challenging opponents to make perimeter shots, but also you want to show different looks just to kind of disrupt the rhythm of a team's offensive flow.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Washington's checked in for Chris Middleton. Flag comes in for Thompson. And it's Max Christie in for Williams. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Christie kicks to Washington. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Bagley finds Nembhard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Washington missing. Orlando's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Back to Batadze. Kicks it out to Wagner. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Nembhard, the pass to Bagley. Nembhard sets the pick for Bagley. From 13, and it's flag missing. And the Magic with possession. They're on a 12-4 run. Back to Batadze. Pass to Banchero. Here's Batadze. Batadze setting a screen for Bane. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And now a 7-point Orlando lead.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Here's Flag. He's got 12 from past the arc. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Wagner's got 4 rebounds in this game. Batadze inside. Washington's on him. It's Nembhard on the wing. Pass to Flag. Trains it from beyond the arc. Flag's got 15.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
Banchero passes to Batadze. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim. Knew he was going to get hit and still was able to finish.
Daniel Gafford's checked in for Bagley. The Magic also changing it up. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Wagner. And Jalen Suggs is subbed in for Javon Carter. Mavericks trail by 7. Here's Nembhard. Up top, Gafford. Out to the wing. Flag with it. Just 5 on the clock. Over Banchero. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And that one, good.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Banchero outside. Pass to Carter. Bounce pass from Banchero. Payne for 3. Back to Banchero. A 3-ball. He doesn't hit that one. Dallas has gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter. Only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. And that one's good. Flag.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Orlando with the ball after the Mavericks pick up 3. Pass to Suggs. Jacks up a 3. Drills it from outside. Suggs has got 6.
Suggs clearly on a mission right there. He went to the line looking for payback.
For the screen on Banchero. Flag with it. Picked up by Suggs. Now Flag. 18 points for him. And he drops it in from the low post. Flag's got 20 points.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Suggs looking around. Pass to Banchero. There's the lob to Carter. And stolen by Christie. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. Here's Nembhard. His shot is good, making her a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
I did not see that crossover coming. Neither did the defender, for that matter.
Banchero outside. Now here is Carter. Payne for three. Rebounded by Gafford. The Mavericks trailing. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
Pass to Christie. Three-pointer. Drills the three-pointer. Christie's got his second basket of the night. 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Mavericks making a switch here. Marshall's checked in. Mavs owner Mark Cuban taking in the home game with us here tonight.
And I'm sure he's liking what he's seeing from his guys. One of the more visible owners in the league. Cuban is always ready to show love for his team.
Right wing. Magic moving the ball around. And it's Carter missing. Now the Mavericks with it. They're on a 15-6 run. Here's Flag. 20 points for him. Pass to Washington. 5 to shoot. Flag with it. And it's off from three-point range. Outside, Suggs. Here's De Silva. Another miss by Orlando.
He was wide open. That miss clearly on him.
Here's Marshall. And Gallus again with the bucket. Here's Suggs. He has 6. Pass to De Silva. And here is Bain. Lets the three fly. And basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
And once again, the defense allowing him to get a clean look at that triple. He continues to do some big-time damage from downtown.
Here's Flag. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. 1:57 left in the first half of basketball. That's good from Suggs on the assist from Carter. And it's 8 points for Jalen Suggs.
Carter Jr. does a nice job there giving it up to his teammate. A solid passer at his position.
Unfortunate injury aside, Jalen Suggs Clark has really come into his own now.
Yeah, I agree, Kevin. I mean, hitting his stride in a major way. I mean, he seems to have really figured the game out, how to utilize his gifts and tools. He was always a great defender. Offensively, I think, is where his game has taken the biggest jump.
Carter with a screen on Christie. Payne for 3. Carter. And Carter with his second chance points. And the Magic lead by 1.
A terrific offensive rebound. Carter Jr. excels at using that big body of his to take advantage on the board.
Down low. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
First team foul. Now at the line for your Mavericks, P.J. Washington. One shot.
That free throw good from Washington.
A dependable stretch for Washington is also somebody who continues to look to improve every year in the league.
De Silva with the bucket.
Great lead pass, anticipating where his man was going to be, not where he was.
Maverick shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Flag with it. He's covered by Suggs, and that one drops.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
44 seconds left in the second quarter. Pass to Bain. Yep, it counts. Bane's got the game tied up here for Orlando.
And we've seen more of this lately from Bane, continuing to blossom and improve as a scorer.
Gafford kicks to Washington. And then Washington with the dunk.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine. Even if he'd have missed it, I don't mind him taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
And so it's Cooper Flagg making things happen for the Mavericks. He has really delivered at the offensive end. He's torched them for 24 points so far. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
I'm here with P.J. Washington. P.J., what will be the key for you guys defensively in the second half?
Not let them get easy routes to the basket and contesting their shots, rebounding, and not let them get second chance points.
Comes back to the fundamentals, guys.
Thank you, Allie. And folks, don't go away. Halftime is here, and we'll be right back with you after this break.
And ready for the fan half-court shot. Ooh, they're measuring up the shot.
Hi folks, it's shaping up to be a good second half as we've seen the Orlando Magic trying to take control of this game.
I like how they've been eating the glass. Figuratively, no one should eat glass.
Just barbecued chicken.
It's the centerpiece of healthy, balanced diet, Ernie.
All right, and now that we are in the later stages of the season, here's how the standings are looking in the East.
You take a look at Orlando. They've clearly taken a step back as a franchise. You hate to see that. Something isn't right with this team. I don't know if it's personnel, the coaching. They'll have to make some changes in the offseason.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Cooper Flagg in this game, he has been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And here is Suggs. Checking out the group for Jamal Mosley to start the second half. The guard pair form will be Suggs and Bane. Down low, it's Banchero and Carter. And it's De Silva in at the three.
Striking fast inside. Bane isn't going to miss a chance at a look like that.
Now, here's Gafford. Pass to Christie. Shoots the three. A three-pointer is right on target. Christie's got 8 points.
That's a guy you need to defend, especially from range.
The Magic trail by 3. Now Suggs. Here is Carter to the inside. Here's Banchero. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. He's got 10.
Oh, good to see that Banchero has options if he can't penetrate. Your game has to be multifaceted in the league.
Here's Flagg. He's covered by Suggs. Washington, that's good.
Yeah, it's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Back to Suggs. Washington against Banchero. And it's Flag with the rebound. Mavericks leading by 3. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Lays it up and banks it in. Flag's got the lead up to 5 now for the Mavs.
3 for 3 this half. Nothing to complain about with that.
Outside, Suggs. Pass to Bain. 6 to shoot. Banchero, right side. Shoots over Washington. Banchero, that's good.
They've come out hot this second half, hitting 3 of their first 4 shots.
And here is Washington. Up top, Gafford. Over in the corner, Christie. Pass to Marshall. Takes the 3. And Flag with the basket on the assist from Marshall. And it's 29 points for Cooper Flag. And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's ready to talk things through with them. Well, some rookies have been making a name for themselves on the glass this past month. Let's see who we're talking about. 5th on the list, Cooper Flag.
And every team in the league needs a guy who can go and get. I mean, his great work on the boards certainly endear him to the coaching staff.
Well, I tell you what, he just creates so many second chance opportunities for his team when he's on the floor. I mean, last month was a huge one for him. It'll be interesting to see if he can keep it going.
Bain, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Gafford finds Washington. Now Gafford. Here's Flag. He has 29. And the upcoming schedule for the Mavericks. On Friday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Portland Trailblazers. Then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
In that game against Milwaukee, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
The first free throw is good. That one is no good. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for Orlando. They trail by 7. And you watch Paolo Banchero. GA offensively, he is a load to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, he can cross you up, hit you with the spin move, score over either shoulder. This young man is a force.
Here's Flag. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Flag's got 32 points.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Outside, Suggs. Can't hit the step-back jump shot. Mavericks leading by 7. Pass to Marshall. Flag sends a screen for Marshall. This one for 3. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got 6 rebounds in the game. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Paolo Banchero is trying to become more vocal. He said being the best player on the team, you've got to speak up. You can't ever be quiet because at the end of the day, I'm a high-Q player. I see the game really well, and if I'm not out there talking the game, it's doing everyone a disservice. Kevin?
Outstanding. Allie, we appreciate the report. And a wide-open look for Flag. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's De Silva from outside off the mark. For Dallas, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Christie with it. 8 points for him. Pass to Washington. Gafford sets the pick for Flag. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. The Magic trail by 7. Here's De Silva. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Now Christie. Pass to Flag. From deep. Dallas, no good that time either. Orlando, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Now, here's Banchero. It's good from long range. Banchero's got 15.
And this is something Banchero continues to hone, wanting to become a dangerous threat from deep.
And here is Gafford, defended by Carter. And Clayton throws it down hard.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And the Mavericks making a change here. Nembhard's checked in. And a switcher also for Orlando. Wagner's checked in. Here's Suggs. He's got 10. Pass to Wagner. Wagner with a screen for Bain. Fires for 3. Mavericks with the rebound. Gafford's got his 6th rebound on the night. Now Nembhard. And here is Washington. He's got 13. Here's Nembhard. And he's good on the 3-ball. Nembhard's got the lead up to 9 now for Dallas.
Defensively, you've got to apply more pressure to a shooter of his caliber.
Here's Bain. And that one is hammered home.
Putting some real power behind his motion. Bain takes it straight to the rim.
Pass to Christie. Over in the corner, Marshall. Now Nembhard. He's covered by Suggs. Shot clock at 6. From deep, Washington. And the Mavericks another 3.
That was silky smooth there by Washington. Only takes him a few seconds to lock and load.
Suggs kicks to Wagner. Back to Suggs. And Banchero outside. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Banchero's got 9 points now in just the second half. Pass to Washington. Back to Nembhard. Sinks that one from the post. Nembhard's got the lead back up to 10 now for the Mavs.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
To the paint, here's Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
How about big Mo Wagner? Never waste an opportunity to throw it down, big fella.
Nembhard the pass to Washington. Marshall deciding where to go with it. Pass to Gafford. From deep Washington. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. With the step back. There's the lob to Carter. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Once it's up in the air, they trust Carter will come down with it. Did he ever? Boy.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. A different look for Dallas. Marvin Bagley's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Chris Middleton comes in for Washington. That's Thompson in for Max Christie. Orlando on D. Now here's Middleton. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Pass to Thompson. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. The Magic trail by 6. Batadze the pass to Carter. Batadze setting a screen for Carter. Launches it. It's rebounded by Dallas. Now Nembhard. 10 points for him. Here's Middleton. He's defended by Wagner. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
First personal foul.
Why don't we go to the 2K leaderboard? Over the past month, these teams have been playing a very entertaining brand of basketball. 5th, the Mavericks.
I mean, they have really hit their stride in terms of that transition game. No doubt about it. They are playing at a great pace.
And the first one at the line is good.
Middleton's so highly productive and consistent. A steady contributor night in and night out.
Middleton hits them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Carter dishes to Richardson. Inside, here's Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative and make something happen.
No doubt this is Thompson's most lethal weapon, one of the greatest three-point shooters in the history of this game.
Wagner against Middleton. Shot clock at 5. And it's Wagner missing.
Yeah, that's got to be frustrating for him. He'll usually convert that.
Middleton the pass to Nembhard. Nembhard, a screen on Carter. Thompson misses.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Wagner with a screen for Richardson. Carter outside. There's the 3. Offensive rebound. Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
Exactly what you want from your big guys. Wagner snatches that loose ball and then is able to finish the play.
Down low. Here's Middleton. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Well, you know, this is what you like about him as a facilitator. He hits his man where he can do something with the rock.
Watch the screen. Carter outside. Fades. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Wagner.
They have not attempted as many threes here in the second half, which I'm scratching my head about. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Thompson outside.
from outside the arc. Unable to get that one. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And the three-point shot has been big for them. We come back right after this. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Coach Jason Kidd.
Contest twos, right? We'll contest the twos and contest threes, but no layups.
Jason Kidd feeling like they need to protect the rim above all else right now, willing to give in other areas.
And you have to take care of home base. Otherwise, it's going to be attacked all night, and that's not going to reflect well for you on the scoreboard.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Sliding in at the wing positions will be Thompson and Flagg. Bagley is out there with Chris Middleton. And it's Nembhard in at the point. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. To the inside. It's tipped. Stolen by Middleton. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. And Flagg with the basket on the assist by Thompson. 36 points for Cooper Flagg. The Magic trail by 9. Carter outside for three. Sinks the three-pointer.
Perfect dime drop that time. Nice execution of the bounce pass.
Nembhard with it. Right side Bagley. Middleton on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots from the elbow. And another basket for Dallas.
Well, I like the fact that Middleton takes advantage of the mid-range jump shot. When he gets room to pull the trigger from there, he's taking it, and he's almost automatic.
Ben Carroll left side. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Dallas. White's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Dallas moving the ball around. Outside, Bagley. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. And now an 11-point Dallas lead.
And what's interesting about Bagley, I mean, he has solid form as a shooter. The results from distance, though, have been inconsistent.
Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Middleton outside. Makes it off the glass. Middleton's got the lead up to 13 now for Dallas.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Pass to Wagner. Wagner with a screen for Carter. And the three ball is good.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Bagley against Wagner. Bagley kicks to Thompson. Fires from deep. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Wagner's got 8 rebounds in this game.
For him, it has not been a game to remember, but all they care about is that W.
Another shot. He lays it in. Wagner's got it back down to single digits for Orlando.
We know Mo. He's got scoring ability for sure, but he's brought it to another level tonight.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Bagley. Baines checked in for the Magic. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message that Jason Kidd was giving to his team. And they told their team, no easy threes. Let's guard that arc. Don't let anyone get an open look. With the lead, they want to close this one out with their perimeter defense. Back to you.
Okay, Ellie, thank you. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. They get the rebound. The shot's good from Gafford. And the Mavericks lead by 10.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
To the middle. Here's Banchero. On his 15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket, shooting a healthy 60% tonight.
Gutsy play that time from Banchero inside against pretty physical defense, too.
Nembhard finds Middleton. Back to Nembhard. No good from outside. The Magic trail by 8. Pass to Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it.
That might indeed ignite a spark in this team.
Here's Middleton. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, I tell you what, Middleton really does a nice job at being able to score through contact. Sometimes he gets hammered, and he still gets it up and down.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Dallas.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
And another thing they've been exceptional at is their passing. On-target ball movement has gotten them a lot of assists tonight.
And that one falls for Middleton.
A solid passer and rebounder, but it's really scoring where Middleton shows up big. He can be just relentless on that end of the floor.
Banchero kicks to Suggs. Pass to Bain. Wagner as screen on Christie. And the rejection by Gafford. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bain. Marshall, he's checked in for Dallas. Dallas leading by 9. Here's Christie. Washington with the screen on Suggs. And it's flag missing.
It pains me to say it, but he's hurting his team right now. Apparently, he still has the green light because he's jacking it up.
And it's Banchero missing.
Poor defense for sure, but the offense was worse.
Gafford passes to Marshall. Now Christie. Pass to Flag. 5 on the clock. Over Suggs. Dallas no good that time either.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Banchero kicks to Suggs. Now here's Bain. And here's Banchero. Off target with his 3.
You can tell he's just a touch out of sync here, but he's battling, continuing to fight.
Flag, and that one drops for him. Flag's got 38 points.
He's been terrific offensively. You can bet they'll feed him down the stretch, that's for sure.
Here's Banchero. Suggs kicks to Richardson. Bain for 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Bain's got 27 points.
This guy is simply having a great game from outside.
And here is Marshall. Pass to Gafford. Out to the right wing. Here's Flag. Now Washington. At 3 off the mark. Banchero against Washington. And it's Banchero missing.
He's hit a rough patch for sure this period. They need more from him.
Now here's Marshall. Guarded by Bain. Here's Gafford. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
At the line for Dallas, Daniel Gafford, shooting 1.
And that one falls for Gafford. Hey, Clark, we know resistance training is something pretty much every player does. Is that prevalent back in the 80s when you played?
That's 4 decades ago, Kevin, and it wasn't as prevalent as it is now. I mean, it's commonplace, and kids get exposed to the benefits of weight training and strength training for any sport, but particularly basketball, at a much earlier age now. So it's part of who they are once they get to the college level and then on to the NBA. But the core strengthening, the stability work of that area between your knees and your sternum, the middle of your chest, boy, that type of work has made a huge difference and would have made a great difference, I think, in my career had it been as prevalent as it is now.
Now flag. Carter pulls it in.
Relatively open from mid-range. You'd like to see that one go down.
Here's De Silva. Marshall defending.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg? Out with that emphatic slam.
Guys, that'll get his heart rate up a little bit. I can tell you that. Watch out. He can be a dangerous player when his motor is revved up that way.
Christie has the open look. Sinks the triple.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, but, man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
Pass to Marshall to the right side. A shot by Washington, and he's wide open. He's off from 3. Carter looking around. Now Bain. Here's Banchero. It's good.
He's starting to feel it. He's in a groove here in the second half.
Dallas leading by 7. Now, here's Marshall. Now, flag. Shoot from 8, and that one is good.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Now, Suggs. Outside, Bain. The 3 doesn't go.
Really hard to stay competitive when you're taking low percentage shots.
Here's flag. He's covered by Suggs. The 11-footer. That shot, no good.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
1:31 left in the 4th quarter.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Now flag. Washington sets the pick for flag. Big time jam. He was ready to receive and deliver.
Boy, we're going to see lots of those. Washington can really get up. Got a little main streak in him too, which I like.
Outside. Banchero, right side. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
A promising sign of things to come with Banchero. Clearly somebody you've got to be excited about.
Here's Washington. Gafford a screen on Banchero. Now Gafford. Oh, and he feathers one right through. What touch!
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now flag beyond the arc. Can't get it.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yep, I agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
Carter. and the shot will go down.
Simply overpowers defenders when met with contact. Wendell Carter Jr.'s tough as they come.
Wendell Carter Jr. One shot.
One shot.
So we see the Mavericks get the win here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that about wraps it up. And so now, for Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying